Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Mystic Destinies, and we are going through one of the bad paths for Tetsuya. I think this is bad ending 1. So this is after the part where Katsu and Tetsuya get into the fight at the thing, and then he hurts Katsunosuke, and Inara's like, hey, stop it, like, stop being dicks, and whatnot. And he's like, blah, 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 fine, you can be with him or whatever, and he's gonna go storming off. So, I've played through the game and chosen all the choices to get bad ending 1, and this is the last choice, and then, so I don't know how long, if it ends right after this, or how many chapters, or whatever, but we'll just figure that out. So this is the last choice for bad ending 1, so I kind of figured this is where I would save it, so what you're supposed to do. Maybe you're right. My life is my own to choose how I live. But maybe you're right. Maybe I made a mistake and rushed into this. I'm sorry. Without bothering to wait for a response, I turn around and start walking, then running in the direction of home. I only glance back once to see that Tetsuya doesn't follow me. Okay. I don't know if there's still 15 chapters if we choose the bad ending. You know what I mean? Like, how many hours has it been since I started crying? It's hard to tell, and I don't care enough to check the time. Besides that, the idea of picking up my cell phone right now is painful at best. It's not like we had any couples pictures or anything like that, but just knowing I might never get another text or email from him is... Surprisingly, I find that my body is still able to produce tears after thinking that. I can't stop seeing Tetsuya's face when I said those words. Why is it all we seem to do is hurt each other? Are we really not supposed to be together? I choke back a sob as new tears stream down my cheeks. I grab my covers and throw them over my head. I curl up, wanting to hide from the world, wanting to sink into oblivion rather than ever hurt like this again. In an effort to distract myself from the throbbing pain in my chest, I decide to grab my phone anyway. I'm surprised when I see that I have a flashing notification, and I half hope it's Tetsuya. I turn on the screen and see that it's actually from the last person I expected, Katsunosuke. Just so you know, no one actually won that fight, so that frozen asshole and I's agreement is invalid. That means I still want that date. In fact, when I heal up, let's do it. I don't know if that's exactly what he said in the last part. I'm not sure if this is all the same. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I can't remember. I don't even notice the smile on my face through my tears. How can he still be like that when he just almost died today? I guess I have to give it to him for persistence. With my emotional pain relieved for even just a moment, I suddenly feel sleepy. I let the phone drop to my bed and cover my head with the sheets. The next day, the moment I remember what happened yesterday, I almost wish I'd never woken up. The tears come again unbidden, and despite it being a school day, I stay in bed like that for a long time. I don't even think I could go to school after a day like yesterday. While I'm staring at nothing in bed, my eyes fall to my phone next to the pillow. I'm reminded of Katsu's ridiculous email, and my heart feels just a little lighter for just a moment. It's a sad day when someone like Katsu is the only thing that can cheer me up. I idly wonder if he's really okay or if he's just putting on a brave face. That's when a sudden, strange thought comes to me. Why don't I just go to see him? It's not like I'll be able to do anything else today besides cry in bed. My course of action decided, I slowly convinced myself to get out of bed and get dressed. Though I feel guilty, I enlisted a reluctant Takumi's help and got the address. After taking a bus out of the city and finally seeing how far I had to actually walk, I started to realize what an insane idea this is. I don't remember her doing this, so I'm pretty sure this didn't happen. What am I even doing? I guess I'm just trying to avoid thinking about him. But still, this is crazy even for me. Upon walking through the gate, I was greeted and asked my name and the nature of my business. When I awkwardly gave my name and said that I was there to see Katsunosuke, I could see I was being sized up by the servant. But he scurried off and soon came back, saying that Katsunosuke would see me now. I'm surprised to be taken to the room that Takumi told me was Katsu's family members. I can see quite clearly now that it was definitely a female's room, and I still can't believe Katsu was staying in there. Yet there he is, lying on the bed, smirking at me as usual when I come in. I have to say, I'm quite surprised you came to see me so soon. So soon? You thought that I'd come at all? I slowly walk toward Katsunosuke's bed and pull up a pink chair. He shrugs, but seems to regret it when he winces. It was just a guess, no matter how accurate. How are you doing physically? As well as you can expect when someone's boyfriend tore a chunk out of you yesterday. Was boyfriend the wrong word then? I'm not with Tetsuya anymore, and I'd really rather not talk about it. Is that so? Would that have anything to do with me? Talking about you and me doesn't count as talking about... Oh wait, talking about you and me doesn't count as talking about Snowflake. But if it's still too much for you, I suppose we can avoid that topic altogether. Thank you. Katsu lets out a small laugh. You're welcome, then. Still, I can't help but be amused by the fact that you're actually here. How far do you live from here? 45 minutes? An hour? Unfortunately, I can't be much entertainment right now, though. That's alright, I just came because I didn't have anything else to do anyway. Ouch. You can be cold yourself, you know. Sorry, I didn't mean it like that. So, is the wound bad? How long till it's completely healed? Maybe a few days. With magic, it's not long. I feel like we did have a conversation with him like this. Similar, but like... And I know we fought with Tetsuya and we were like, we're kind of not together at that point, but we were like, wait, don't leave us. So I feel like this could be slightly the same, but I'm just curious as to why there's no other choices. And when does bad ending... Is it going to go through like the next couple of chapters? And if we don't have any other choices, it's weird because the other chapters have choices, so I don't know. Maybe it doesn't matter what you choose at that point. However, I'm told it will leave a scar. Well, that's to be expected. I'm more concerned about my sex appeal to ladies. How about you, Inara? Do you like scars? I wouldn't mind them. I see. I'll keep that in mind. Just then a woman comes in who I learn is the doctor. She says that Katsu has to rest, but instead of making me go all the way home, Katsu advises I use an extra room to rest so we can talk later. Still not quite understanding what I'm doing, I obey and end up napping myself. This definitely didn't happen. When I wake up that afternoon, I go back to Katsu's room to check on him. But when I open the door to peek in, I'm shocked at who I see in there. Well, yeah, because, like, are we going to watch him battle Tetsuya now? I'm really confused as to how the bad ending is going to work out. I'm sorry. I just figured it was going to end pretty fast. You know what I mean? And you weren't going to get through all the chapters. I don't know. Anyway. That's right. I'll go through the deal if you promise to renegotiate the Yukamura properties. Tetsuya? You? Well, isn't this a nice little reunion? We shouldn't have gone in. What are you doing here? Oh, it's nothing like you might be thinking. She just came over to see me this morning and slept here. Is that true, Sparkles the Unicorn? It is, but that's all. There's an uncomfortable silence in the room as Tetsuya stands between Katsu and I, his fists shaking at his side. Because you were arguing, but he still loves you, and you just broke his heart, and I feel so guilty. The pain I feel in my heart makes me feel like it's about to burst out of my chest. I felt so guilty in Show's path, doing all the things to get to the dark path, the dark ending, because they all seem kind of mean, like, oh, pull away from him, don't hold his hand, do things. And yet he's still in love with us, and I felt like we were being mean. But this is like a bad ending. We were totally like, screw you, Tetsuya! And then we're at Katsu's place, and he's brokenhearted and, like, really upset because he still loves us. And now I feel like a super asshole. This is killing me. But all I can do is stand there and watch Tetsuya struggle at what he no doubt sees as betrayal. You weren't the person I thought you were. With his anguished admission, Tetsuya storms past me out of the room, and I feel a distinct chill as he passes by. Tears drip into the carpet, and I realize that I'm crying. I can't move, nor can I stand to look at Katsu. The Yukamuras have always stood for traditionalism. For hundreds of years, hardly anything has changed under their rule. I wipe my tears and finally look up at Katsu. I see that instead of his usual smirk, he's completely serious. As you can imagine, people change. Times change. New ideas are needed. The old ones must be thrown out. No child should have their future taken away from them. No clan should be forced to endure under a leader who was picked because they were related to the right people, rather than on their merits. That idiot doesn't even see that I'm fighting, so no one has to become like him or me. The world I dream of, the Ryu clan I'm going to make happen, it's one where no one has to suffer because of outdated traditions and immense pressure. It's one where the clan can become stronger because they have a strong leader that they picked themselves. I just need your help in making it come true. With your help, I can finally get rid of the old and bring in the new. And if you lend me your power, no one can stop that from happening. I don't know. It sounds like a nice ideal, but... Katsu beckons me over with his hand. Confused, I trudge to him. Our eyes meet for just an instant before Katsu grabs my arm and pulls me into a hug. You alone have the power to make it happen. To make sure no other innocent people like my sister are killed because of a role they didn't ask for. To make sure no 16-year-old boys are forced into power they don't know how to use. And to make sure no more families are torn apart. I mean, what he's saying is smart, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you pick a leader as opposed to forced upon you, but yet at the same time, these are bad endings. I don't know. Maybe he's lying. I don't know. Will you help me, Inara? Hearing his impassioned argument and his suddenly sweet voice, the right choice starts to become clear to me. Am I making the right decision? I think so, but please forgive me, Tetsuya. I don't want anyone else to suffer like you two have. I nod faintly and relax a little in this strange embrace. Oh, game over! Oh! And I love how it's like, game over! Damn! So yeah, okay, that was... I thought it would go, I wasn't really sure how long it would go, but yeah, so that was bad ending 1. Yeah, game over because we sided with Katsunasuki instead of Tetsuya like we're supposed to. So I'm assuming the same thing will kind of happen in Bad Path 2 because in Bad Path 2 we go down and all those points where you're asking, where Katsu's asking you, are you going to choose him or me? And you're always like, Tetsuya, duh, I'm not stupid. You're supposed to choose Katsunasuki. So you'll see that when we get to that part and I'll re-explain it when we get there because that'll be tomorrow. Because, you know, we're having all week, Mystic Destinies all week long. Woo! All day, every day. And hoping that Takumi's Path is out. Because if not, I don't know what the hell we're going to do. We'll have to put something else in its place. Unless we do the... I don't know what to do. So I guess we'll figure it out if it's not out already at this point, or it's not coming out, because this week will be all Mystic Destinies, kind of like last week. Half the week was Mystic Destinies, just trying to do the other endings. And if Takumi's not out by the... Well, yeah, because technically his part, the first part I would be posting would be December 14th. If it's not out by December 14th, or before then, actually, because I need to record it beforehand, it's like, I don't know, I guess we'll either won't have something in the space or I'll put a filler in or something. So I guess we'll see. But anyway, I will see you guys next time and we will do the other bad path for Tetsuya. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.